ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumukontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahihirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administrasyon ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi pagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabati ko yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap, yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, pagkaisa tayo, isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kalye lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magibang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din, guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
Palma. Oh. That's unfair, eh? Palma, 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes. Oh, wow. Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Delgado is open. 3-point. Oh, my goodness! He's a jumper by Robin Celis. Natalviano has time. Now it's Martin Rosso. Turnaround jumper. Oh, my goodness.
It's the second day of the week in this latest week of MPBL action dito sa Alonte Sports Arena. We're back in the city of Binyan for our Tuesday triple header. Some big games, especially for some of the top teams in the south, including the Zamboanga Sikat. But Rocky Asidre, who's coming off his finest performance of the season, would like to flip the script for Pasig City as they go for an upset against Zamboanga Sikat, powered by Roy Sumang, who had a really strong game against Bacolod. Yan po ang mga laro natin. Pasig laban sa Zamboanga, mamaya Caloocan against Davao Occidental, and then the main game, Binyan hosts Sarangani. Magandang hapon mga kaliga, si Dav Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon na nagbabalik after
Hindi ako nawala.
you weren't You weren't gone.
Isipin mo, ang ganda ng video. Video na yun.
Oo, ngayon mo lang nakita.
Ang ganda eh.
Okay. After the Lakers went down 1-3 in
Let's
their
not talk
series.
about
Okay.
that. Let's not
Okay.
talk about that.
Mapapanood yung MPBL on our social media channels, Facebook and on YouTube. And we're also live on Solar Sports starting at 6 p.m. every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Siyempre, may kasama tayo dito sa ating coverage. Let's bring in Miss Lyra Punsalan, who was here quite early and has been talking to our players. Lyra, what's the mood? What's the vibe like with our two teams seeing action today?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Exciting matchup for our first game today between Pasig City and Zamboanga Sikat. Pasig, known for their disciplined and fast-paced plays, will need to stay sharp in facing the tough and physical defense of Zamboanga Sikat. Alam naman natin na under Coach Pong, hindi basta-basta mabubutasan ang depensa ng Sikat. But on the other hand, staying composed pa rin naman itong Pasig because knowing Coach Aldrin's style, it's never about the scoreboard for him, pero kung gaano daw kapursigido na makabawi ang mga players niya. Will Coach Aldrin's style be able to outsmart Zamboanga's defense, or makikita at mananaig na naman ang championship caliber defense ng mga taga-South? We'll see in a few minutes. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lyra. So just setting the tone of what's what to expect for today's game, and Zamboanga 6-2 to start their season, 2-2 naman.
Impressive.
Yeah, quite impressive. Yeah, and there's some really good performances galing sa kanila from their players. Tingnan natin ang mga nangyari kagabi. No? We were in Bataan for the start of the week. Pampanga winning over Bacolod. Bacolod actually led by 14 early in that game before Pampanga went on a run in that the last part of the first half and then pulled away in the second half. Muntinlupa also continuing
Maangat, no?
their strong start to
5-1
the
na yan.
yeah.
For third place.
Yeah, 72-63 over Val City, and Bataan, rolling past Bulacan. Bulacan still winless this season, and Bataan rising in the north. And tingnan natin ang South Division muna. Zamboanga is at 6-2. They are there at number 2, and it's kind of like nakikita na rin natin how this South Division is shaping up.
No question, no, mas competitive itong North Division because nabanggit mo nga, Bataan is rising. Yes, they're 4-5, but in their division, they're outside of the top 8. But if they were in the South Division, they would be at the 6, 7, or maybe the 8th spot. No, you see the numbers dito. No, even a San Juan who is unbeaten, no, one of two teams unbeaten, sila Nueva Ecija, is only at 4th place by having lesser wins. Because ang Pampanga and Abra are 7-1. That's how competitive the North is.
Oo, bigat itong North Division, and that's where Pasig is at the moment. So,
Right.
Such a tough division to be in if you're Pasig. But in their last game, and they went up against the Davao Occidental Tigers. This was an overtime win for Davao, and Davao actually had a chance to win it in regulation. Si Jeff Collier missed on wide open layup. But Pasig had that final possession actually.
Correct. And, this was a game where in the second quarter, they found themselves up by 7 at the half after a 27-point quarter. Rocky Asirre led all scorers, had 9 in that quarter alone. But you look at the numbers right here, could be the story of the game, Sidel. Talo sila sa rebounds, especially on the offensive rebounds, minus 11. I'll get to my point later when we see the other team. Every time you give up offensive rebounds, you give up also a number of attempts, extra attempts for the opposing team. They were minus 10 in that game. Imagine having those extra possessions, extra shots. Maybe you make one of them, that was a 1-point game.
And kung mapunta siya sa big picture, ang laking difference.
Right. Baka hindi na umabot sa overtime. Hindi mo masabi. Di ba?
Zamboanga, on the other hand, beating Bacolod in their last game in Montalban, Rizal, 87-63. They were really in control right from the start, and Roy Sumang coming in that first quarter, medyo late in the first quarter, nagsunod-sunod ng baskets ito si Roy Sumang, and then on, tuloy-tuloy na ang pag-arangkada nitong Zamboanga.
A very efficient night. Led all scorers, came off the bench, sabi mga 21 points, shot the ball almost 73%, 8 of 11. You look at the offensive rebounding. This one, baliktad naman. They dominated the boards, 18-7 yung offensive boards. And because of that, look at the attempts, 82-54. We don't have to compute that. That's a lot of attempts. Kaya malaki din yung kanilang naging panalo by 24.
Yeah, plus 12 din ang 3-point shooting nila in terms of makes. So mabigat itong Zamboanga. Let's see if they can continue their role here as Pasig tries to bounce back. Let's go to Richard Campos.
The starters. Introducing first the Pasig City. Small forward number 1, Warlo Batak. Playing center number 6, Lester Reyes. At guard number 7, Rob Manalang. Point guard number 11, Keith Pido. Power forward number 28, Chito Jaime. The head coach is Aldrin Morante. His assistants are J.R. Villanueva, Lance Inco, and Richard Rosales. The team owner is Buddy Encarnado. Starting for Zamboanga, Sikat. Coming in at center number 1, James Una. At guard number 2, Chino Mosqueda. At forward number 22, Arthur Calisay. To guard number 24, Ichi Altamirano. Forward number 34, Med Salim. The head coach is Bong Ramos. Assistant coaches Ian Valdez, Aile Borneo, Louis Bautista, and Carl Landusa. Coaching consultant Egay Macaraya. Team managers Ram Iraham and
Starting
Alvin
5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. The Pasig City starts with Keith Pido, Robbie Manalang, Lester Reyes, Chito Jaime, and Warlo Batak. Zamboanga will begin with Chino Mosqueda, Ichi Altamirano, James Una, John Calisay, and Med Salim. So, hindi pa rin magsisimula itong si Roy Sumang even with that strong performance in the last game. And
Why change it if it's not broken? Ika nga, no? And Med Salim, homegrown to, no, ng Zamboanga, gets the starting nod. Pasig, nabanggit mo nga, no, yung starting 5, pretty much the same para sa kanila, no? Except for a couple of players like si Peña at si Mojica. Yeah, Mojica, who started in the last game pero off the bench sila ngayong araw.
a good start for Med Salim, knocking down that three-pointer. Chito, bigay kay Keith. Keith lumapit. Nice up fake. Jaime launches the corner 3. That's short. Rebound ni Altamirano. Troy Ignacio actually had a really good game as well in the start last week. And di ba, sarap lang ng feeling na 2-3 agad. Parang nagbago ka ng starting lineup, may 2-3 ka agad binigay ito.
Lalo na pag 3 points, tas 2 sunod. It's like making 3 straight 2-point baskets. Instead of 4, you get 6.
Genius move agad para kay Coach Bong Ramos and kay Coach Egay, changing the starting lineup. Calisay thought about it. Mosqueda out to Salim. Calisay. They go to Una with 7 seconds to work with. Altamirano banks it in.
Oh, pangatlo pa.
Nag-sorry pa sa bench eh. Hindi naman kailangan. Shoot naman.
So yung kasabihan so far na nobody's perfect, hindi totoo at this point because so far Zamboanga has been perfect, 3 of 3.
9-0 to start the game for the Sikat. Pido, 5 seconds to shoot. He's got Salim one-on-one. He changed his pivot foot. Good call by the referee.
I like that they're calling that. If you remember early in the season, marami tayong mga nakikitang ganyan, no? That kumbaga napapalagpas o hindi nakikita ng ating officials.
His three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. He banks that one in. Up to 6 points na. Ito si Ichi Altamirano. Altamirano is fouled on the way up. Masyado nakadikit si Robbie.
Oh, you gotta give space, no? That's shooter for them to land. And completely disagrees. Head coach ng Pasig, Coach Aldrin.
Yeah.
Masyadong dikit.
It's a lot of contact right there. 7 in the game for Ichi Altamirano. Mantis yung pangalawa. Averaging almost 7 points per game. And 3.4 assists per game.
16 minutes of play.
You think, timeout agad. Coach Aldrin. As Zamboanga zooms to an 11-point lead. 11-0.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Kanipagyaw. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Zamboanga faces Muntinlupa on May 5. This could determine kung, who will hold on to solo second in the South Division. May 9, they go up against the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. And on May 17, it's a duel with the Quezon City Galleries Taipan.
Gandang game yan, no? Kaya importanteng, I'm sure, isa sa mga in-address ni Coach Bong papasok ng larong ito, yung momentum na pwede nilang makuha kalaban ng Muntinlupa dahil maganda rin yung momentum ng team na yan at 5-1.
I like how Muntinlupa is playing at the moment. I think
I'm looking forward to cover them. I have yet to cover a live game from them.
They're pretty much they're playing loose. You know, and you know, players get a lot of opportunities to express themselves. Kumbaga daw, parang hindi sila shackled. And they got a good leader in Marvin Hayes there as well. There's leadership, there's experience with Mark Sarangay also.
There's youth.
Oh, Cantimbuhan and Matiliano. Reyes is blocked by Salim. Ooh!
May tawag na foul.
Ooh. Bailout call. Was there contact there? Was there contact?
Well, aside from that, meron naman talaga, pero tumama. Right arm. Look like maybe one more time. Initially. Okay. But my question is, umabot ba siya? Was it before the 24th second or after?
This free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Pero useless na yung ating debate.
Kasi
Tapos na yung free throws.
11-2. Pasig City finally on the board.
It's a bad pass.
Batak with the steal. Pido. Pido atake. Too strong on the shot. Chino Mosqueda. Now in the middle. That's off Batak, and it will stay with Zamboanga.
Yeah, good job by Batak. Able to somewhat slide with him and make that a tough shot for them to set it up once again.
Chino to Ichi. He'll fire a three again. He'll miss this time. Rebound ni Warlo. Pido. Okay, Lester Reyes, Robbie Manalang. Jaime trying to fight for position against Salim. Reyes, top of the key. Swings it over to Manalang to the left corner. Agaw ni Salim. Bigay kay Altamirano. Pasa kay Mosqueda. Chino with a jumper. No. Ang tapik. Who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win it? Outside. Last touch ng Orange.
Like the conviction, no? ng two of the three officials. Obviously, yung nasa baseline, nagkamali doon. Bola talaga ng Orange yan, ng Zamboanga.
Jay Casaverde and Mike Kinay there. Disagreeing with JP Abobo.
See? I mean, hindi lang nangyayari sa atin, nangyayari din sa ibang tao.
Oo naman. It's not all the time. But it feels good to be 3-1 up also. You know?
Yeah.
Pido for 3. And Red Salim getting some solid minutes in here.
Ang taas ng plus-minus yan.
Oo. 11-2. Here's Ichi. Travel.
Yeah, travel.
Yes, you did, my friend.
Oo. Would have been legal, no, kung naging late yung kanyang pick-up sa bola. Pero hindi naging late, no? Nauna yung pick-up sa bola before yung step back papuntang kanan.
Rocky Isidre and Mark Montuano are in the game.
Kailangan ng opensa.
These are two of the most veteran in terms of MPBL experience para dito sa Pasig City. Here's Keith. The turnaround is blocked by Kalisay. Altamirano picks up the loose ball. Chino Mosqueda. And signaling play number 45. It's off to James Una. Altamirano off on the 3. It's a dead possession for Pasig.
You gotta love the actions, no, ng Zamboanga. Mga flare screens, they ran some plays. Also, the last one was a post option, but really mga off-ball. Hinit nila yung staggered screen.
Would like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Aaron Morante is in the game, and Robbie Manalang gets the first field goal for Pasig City with that 3-pointer.
Just about time for Robbie to introduce himself. Had 13 points in the last game and played almost 35 minutes coming off the bench.
1 of 4 shooting for Pasig from beyond the arc. 3 of 4 for Zamboanga. It's a turnover.
Yep. Bola pupunta sa Pasig as they could try to decrease itong lead. Ito yung galaw ni Manalang. Iniwan dahil nag-recover na sa kanyang tao and that ball screen action. Obviously, too much space sa kalibre ni Manalang.
Reyes pulls up for 3. And Gao has added this 3-pointer to his arsenal here.
Something he didn't have maybe the first 3 seasons, maybe 4 dito sa MPBL. Ito, Robbie Manalang, they try to ice the ball screen. Reyes pops out, libre. Pasok yan!
Timeout ang Zamboanga. They're leading by 3. Pasig has some momentum here.
There has been a lot of tough talk lately for Zamboanga Sikat, kaya talagang may giggle sa first few minutes pa lamang ng laro nila. For Coach Pong, mas mahirap daw kasi ang galing sa panalo dahil may tendency na agad mag-relax ang mga players niya. The thing about him though is he's taking responsibility for every game na pag nanalo, magaling ang players, pero pag natalo, hindi magaling ang coach. He really looks out after his players like his own kids, kaya naman talagang nagsusumikap siya para makorek pa ang complacency and other bad habits nila. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Lyra.
A lot of truth to Lyra's report. It's the reality of any sport really that allows the coach to be on the sidelines. Some sports obviously wala yung coach sa sidelines.
Grabe yung alahoy na yun ni Mark Montuano, pumasok pa. Pag natatalo, coach na may kasalanan.
Correct.
Pag nanalo, player ang bida.
Yes, sir.
Buti na lang hindi ka playing coach.
I wish I was both.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Chino, tira mo na, baka magalit si coach. Abdul sa ilalim. That's last touch on Abdul.
Yep. If there's one profession aside from being a basketball player, any player has, this was yung alahoy or whatever you call it na tira. Importante pumasok, no? Humingi pa ng foul si Montuano. Might have been fouled. Importante pasok. Aside from being a basketball player, any player is a good attorney. Ang galing magreklamo after a whistle or maybe a no call.
Meanwhile, may challenge tayo dito on that out-of-bounds decision. We'll be right back.
The challenge of Zamboanga Sikat was successful.
Successful challenge. Zamboanga. Yun. Tumama sa tuhod ni Mark Montuano. Spark play there from Abdul.
Yep.
Wonder where the referee was dun na na-miss niya yun. Abdul though, offensive foul as he discarded Morante
Right.
on that drive.
The good thing about what you just said is that it even happens to the top league in the world.
$11 to 10. Yep, this is a 10-0 run for Pasig.
After 11-0 start, an 11-0 start by Zamboanga, pero ito, Roy Sumang pumasok, nagparamdam kagad.
Roy Sumang, he's been playing freely here with Zamboanga, just the way he likes it. Rocky Asidre, ganda ng bitaw ni Rocky, hindi na pumasok. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke. Asidre and
Catch and shoot!
and you can feel it with the way he's releasing that basketball.
No, even the way he's moving.
And up top, Abdul is fouled.
You talk about a sprint to get open. Tingnan mo to. Out of bounds under. You see how he sprints to the corner, how he rubs shoulders with Montuano and the challenge. Right there by Sawat, but nonetheless, naipasok pa rin ni Rocky.
It's Abdul Sawat at the line. Did not have the best of games against Bacolod. Ito si Abdul, although he's been their top player this season. Abdul only with actually scoreless against Bacolod. But he did have 9 rebounds and 5 assists.
Yes, 9 of those. 4 of those 9 rebounds coming on the offensive glass, which something we pointed out bago maglaro. Pero ito, konting lambingan si Turco at si Reyes.
Abdul has been a standout this season. Look at the numbers, all up from last season. 11.8 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. And this is a guy who can really, raise his value or his stock dito sa liga natin with a really good season. And Mark Montuano knocks down the 3, and don't look now, lamang na ang Pasig. Abdul out to Kawilan for 3. Ganda ng sagot.
Specialty of the house yan ni JP.
And 17 to 16, Zamboanga regains the lead. Hawak. Oh, travel. Traveling ulit. Binabantayan talaga ngayon yung mga pivot foot ngayon ng mga player natin. Ingat-ingat kayo as Kawilan sinks the 3 off the feed from Abdul. Here's Abdul now. Ignacio, the swing to Kawilan. Steps back. In and out, rebound ni Morante. Quickly to Rocky Asidre. Lester.
O poste, si Mark. Gusto niya kunin yung matchup against kay Turco.
Faces up. Too strong on that one. Rebound, Abdul. Under a minute left. Abdul goes to Sumang. Kawilan inside. They go to Abdul. Labas ulit kay Kawilan. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Excellent job by Montuano right there. Oh, ang ganda ng ginawa ni Montuano doon. Tinanggal sa angulo, no, itong si Turco sa screen. And because of that, illegal screen. Pero ina-argue ngayon ni Coach Egay, and he might have a case. No, kaya nag-illegal screen yon dahil nga no,
May tulak.
ni Mark itong si Turco.
And he could challenge it if he wants to. We already have one successful challenge. Talking about Zamboanga.
Tama ba yung naririnig ko? My partner encouraging a challenge.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
A challenge that won't take long.
Yes.
I am encouraging that. I'm all for it. Lester Tamayon, naagaw ni Turco.
Pero tapik ni Kawila yan. Ito, numbers.
Oh,
Dire-diretso si
Sumang.
Roy.
Si Super Sumang bumabalik na. 19-16, 4 points off the bench for Roy Sumang. Taken away by Roy Sumang. He's got time. No.
I-review nila yan, pero mukhang hindi umabot, no?
Ayoko sabihin, bagal ni Roy eh.
Ang ganda ng agaw niya, eh, no? Pero mukhang na-miss time niya, no? Let's see. Tumingin pa siya, eh.
May tingin pa kasi.
Yun, nahuli ng mga 0.2 seconds.
Oo. Uli. Parang pareho sa dunk ni Aaron Gordon.
Hindi, malayo.
Malayo.
Ang hirap nun.
I mean yung oras.
It's almost subjective already. That's how hard that play was. Tapos ang ating first quarter, Zamboanga. After an 11-0 start, 3 na lang ang kanilang kalaman.
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan. At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Super Sumang with 21 points in 8 of 11 shooting, 15 in the first half, and he's at it again.
Galing ni Roy, lumapit sa atin. Alam yata siya.
Oh, 2 steals as well so far, 4 points, and
Ang galing, no? Lumapit sa atin. Mukhang alam niya siya ang
kaya
pinag-uusapan.
nga hindi niya alam. Ganyan siya kagaling. Special deal from 1xBet, scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Yan yung mga kaibigan mong may radar eh. Wala siya doon sa, kunwari, sa dinner or sa gathering.
Ako tingin ko, veterano na rin.
Alam niya na pinag-uusapan siya, bigla siya susulpot, kakatok sa...
Kita mo to, sa Morante.
Yeah, Morante.
Yeah, overshoots it. And yeah, konting pisikalan sa ilalim.
Nakahawak si Abdul doon kay, kay Tamayo. Keith Pido.
Mahirap na pasa yan.
A foul on Ignacio.
Yeah.
(19-16).
Montuano with a jumper off the inbounds.
May bola ngayon si Sawat. Atake. Ignacio from the corner. Had 5 3-pointers in the last game. Ang tapik ends up with Pido. Pasig City on the move. That's last touch na Keith Pido.
So unlike Pasig, no, even though it's a close game, itong Zamboanga doing a better job transition-wise because si Roy Sumang alone, ang dami ng dire-diretsong layup from transition. That time though, Zamboanga, ang ganda ng stop nila.
Abdul. So lumapit.
That's excellent defense by Rocky.
Kawilan knocks down the 3 with 1 second on the shot clock.
Oo, yung sinasabi ni Coach Aldrin, hindi na kailangan humelp eh. Covered naman yung drive ni yung depensa ni Rocky doon, no? Kay Abdul Sawat. Lumalim siya, kaya nung pag-kick out, malayo na yung recovery. Rivera overshoots it also.
It's a wild shot from Rivera. Roy. Turco. Back to Roy. Sumang drives to Ignacio. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Choi. Turco has to fire. Too strong. Rebound to Keith Pido. And that closeout totally disrupting the Zamboanga offense there. And Montuano misses. Rebound with Turco. Sumang fakes the pass. Ignacio is open from the corner. In and out. Tapik ends up with Rivera. Pido will slow things down. 16-22. Pasig down by 6.
Both teams struggling to buy a basket the last 3 possessions. Tingnan natin kung ma-break nitong ng Pasig.
Pido, 3, short. Really, that's far from his range. Turco with a big-time block. And a foul on Montuano. 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Kawilan stroking that one home after a nice feed galing kay Abdul Sawat.
That's what we talked about. No, Mark Montuano over-helping a little bit. Was covered by Rocky Asidre and a simple kick out. And then the 3.
Reg Gaba to Kawilan. Back to Reg. Reg fires and hits.
Always have to be impressed with players coming off the bench cold, shooting the first shot in that first possession, no? And then pasok kagad, may kamay pa sa harapan. Buti hindi tinawagan technical si Roy doon, no? Alam ko bawal yun eh. Cha-challenge ka, papalakpakan mo.
Oo nga. At siguro pag nasa may mukha banda, nakita na natin yan. They let that one go before. Jay Gars able to knock down the 3. Abdul launches and banks it in for 3.
Looks at the bench immediately. Sabi niya, pumasok eh.
Sorry.
Banda. Hindi ka dapat mag-sorry. Importante, pasok.
28-19. Jay Gars trying to go back-to-back. Short this time. Tamayo inside the paint. He banks it in for 2.
Strong move right there. Even against maybe a taller, longer-armed JP Kawilan by Tamayo.
Sumang. They go to Sena against Jacob Galicia.
This is his move.
Tapos lang yan to semi-hook from James Sena. Tamayo, the extra pass to Jacob Galicia. Masyado malakas ang kanyang tira. Roy Sumang.
Somebody's open.
Super Sumang, bigay kay Reg Gabat. No good on the 3, but Abdul flies in for the stick back.
Anytime it's a corner shot at that time from the right corner, 90% of the time, if it's a miss, it's going to bounce off to the opposite side. And just great timing by Sawat right there for the offensive rebound and stick back.
And 6 points now for Abdul. Also has 4 rebounds. Garcia commits the turnover. And Eji Moica checks in for Rivera.
Yeah, that's something that for sure maririnig nila sa halftime message ni Coach Aldrin. Already the 9th turnover after that one. Ito yung offensive rebound.
This play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, a sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. What's the ceiling like for Abdul Sawat, Christian, as he goes back to the bench?
Well, Abdul Sawat, he's really a tweener. You know, what you like about, and sometimes, you know, when you're a tweener, you play 2 positions, sometimes 3 positions. It can be good and not so good for a player. As you see, the drop pass off the post by Rojas, which forces itong Pasig to call a timeout. Medyo lumalaki na ulit yung lamang itong Zamboanga. As high as 11 the first 3 minutes of this game, but 2 on the ball, which means 1 is open. Nagkataon sa ilalim ng basket pa yung libre.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, a sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. We'll chat more after this break.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Pasig City's next 3 games. Pampanga, the defending champions. Binyan, powerhouse in the south. And a team is currently on in fine form, the Bataan Risers. So, tough stretch ahead para kay Coach Aldrin and his team.
Oh, napatid. Yan ang foul. Yan ang foul. Hindi katulad sa ibang bansa, superstar na yung pinapatid, hindi tinatawag.
May hugot na naman to kasama ko.
Hindi dapat kasi down 3-1 yung team ko eh. Kung pinito yung foul na yun eh.
Parang ano din, parang yung Detroit din.
Yeah. And that's worse. And then you come out with a statement. There should have been a foul called. It doesn't make the other team feel better.
In a perfect world.
Yeah.
In a perfect world. Those
that was really a foul. Yung 3 points no, kay Hardaway. Who was that? Josh Hart. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what a time for us to be watching basketball fans na every day gets treated to some really good games, not just NBA games, but also MPBL games. Rojas, great execution from Zamboanga.
Ganda ng pasensya nila, no?
Ball movement looked very crisp there.
Yeah. Which I believe was a zone, no, by Pasig, and always a misconception. You should shoot the ball from the outside. Yun ang gusto ng kalaban, pero sila nakakuha nila yun sa loob ng pintura.
Jaime, bigay kay Pido. The kick out. Edgy boy is
Palpal.
blocked.
Oh.
Luciano. Na-foul siya nung papasa siya kay Reg Gabat and
For the outlet pass.
for the outlet pass, but
Ang ganda ng palpal, oh.
wala kayang numero doon?
Minsan mas maganda pa yung mga palpal na ganyan eh. Yung short. Kesa yung papunta the opposite way, yung papuntang outside, lalo na dun sa low wing.
Yeah, it is unsportsmanlike foul, advantage foul.
Tito for clear path.
Clear path foul. So Luciano is at the line. Averaging 5.5 minutes of action so far this season. Apat na puntos na siya. Already more than surpassing his average of less than a point per game this season. The scoring this quarter, it's 17-5, Pasig City. Yung unit nila na pinangunahan ni Montuano, no longer on the floor. So medyo doon sila kanina nakakuha ng opensa nila eh. As Gabat,
Libre. Ganda ng play na yun. Well executed.
ang bigat nun. 18 points na ang lamang dito ng Zamboanga. They got 5 points out of that.
Yep.
Advantage foul. Moica, Mintes, Jacob Galicia with a putback.
Nakagandahan eh, no? Galing doon sa backdoor kahit na Regmintes. Able to suck in the defense and that means libre yung offensive rebounder na si Galicia.
Luciano. They go to Rojas. Gabat has hit a couple of threes already. Rojas, that's a tough finish.
Ang key dyan, no, si Dev doon sa galaw na yun, malalim niya nakuha yung bola eh. After that empty corner ball screen, pag-roll niya sa basket, dalawang dribble niya lang, nakagawa na siya ng galaw.
Garcia did the turnaround shot, no
Mahirap
good.
na tira.
Reg Gabat is
That's a foul.
fouled by Chito Jaime. Duty foul para kay Kuya Chito.
No, kasi masyado nang lumolobo yung kanilang kalamangan. Although he will have a chance to increase the lead, at least ito, kailangan niyang paghirapan. Well, kahit pa paano, at least 2 shots sa free throw kaysa yung layup at the tip of the rim.
Manalang has returned as well. And Jess Kilatan has also entered the game. Gabat at the line. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, a subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And 7 points off the bench for Reg Gabat. I think he scored the last 8. Oh no, 8 of the last 10 of Zamboanga as they are ahead by 20.
Dire-diretso, ang ganda pa ng mga stop nila, kaya lumobo na ng tuluyan. Highest or biggest lead of the game, obviously, para sa Zamboanga.
Jaime, they go down low. Jess Kilatan is fouled and nakataas na ang kamay ni Luciano.
Nonetheless, a whistle was blown.
Wala pa sa penalty ang Zamboanga, but that's a shooting foul. They just entered penalty. Short on the freebie. Boss Buddy Encarnado, Pasig City team owner. 0 for 2 for Jess. 43-23. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Luciano. Natapik ni Ejiboy Mojica. Kilatan saves it to Mojica. Now binigay kay Philip Manala. Jaime from the corner. Short on the 3. Rojas with a rebound.
No, the 3 ball, it's been a struggle para sa Pasig, especially itong last 5 minutes. Although they have made 5 of the 13 shots.
(43-23) is the count. Zamboanga already up by 20. Manalang fires, yes.
That's a 6 3-pointer and a much needed one para kay Robbie Manalang. Trying to inject some life, mabuhay itong Pasig bago tayo pumasok ng halftime.
So that's 14 3-pointers combined
For both teams,
for
yeah.
both teams.
Walo na kasi ang 3-pointers itong Zamboanga. Drop step, up and under. Gustong-gusto ni Rojas. Really feeling himself right now.
Off the bench, he's got 6 points and he's really a handful.
Yeah, reminds me of you.
Ganyan ba ako magano so Baka sa mga bata.
Ayan, traveling ulit, oh. Pangatlo na yata ni Manalang to, eh, no?
Yeah, the second. This is the Gixxer great move of the game, born for greatness. You haven't seen enough of the game to conclude that I do that. I don't do that.
Ha?
Hindi ko ginagawa yan.
Yung reaction?
Reaction na.
Yung reaction, not the post move.
Nabitawan.
Hindi ka poste.
Oo. Manalang, strong pass to Kilatan. And Jaime, that's a well-run fast break.
Yeah, 4-on-1, 4-on-2 break. Pero libre sa ilalim. Chito, sino nauna? Yung lumay-up pa. Chito Jaime.
And great.
Siya pa titira.
Mojica was not aware of the clock.
Oo. Napagod doon, sigurado ako si Chito. Sprinted to get a layup, sprinted to get the steal, and sprinted again for the last shot. Kaya ito, medyo hingal siya.
45-28. It's Zamboanga on top against Pasig City at the end of the first half.
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota. Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahihirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administrasyon ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi pagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kanila lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na ramdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magyabang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din, guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa tagunlad ng ating bansa. Tayong lahat magtutulungan.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, si Manny.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang darating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kalye lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magibang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
Back inside the Alonte Sports Arena in the city of Binyan in Laguna, kung saan ang Zamboanga Sikat have a 45-28 lead against the Pasig City team. That Zamboanga shooting at a very high clip, and when you shoot 53% from beyond the arc on 8 made threes, parang imposible na hindi ikaw ang lamang ng malaki.
Well, it's really the great equalizer. We talked about in the pregame, no, the importance of having extra possessions. Now, Pasig has that advantage. You can see 5 more offensive rebounds, 8 to 3, and therefore 5 more attempts. The thing is, Zamboanga is almost it feels like hitting every shot, especially in that second quarter. Tulad nga na nabanggit mo, lalo na sa 3 points. Having 3 more, so that's 9 points. And then, buti na lang, itong second chance points, no, na nakita nyo rin, kahit papano, na-take advantage nitong Pasig, because it's one thing to get the rebound, it's another thing to finish. Because imagine, kung wala yung mga second chance na yun, this would be at least a 25-point game, but it's only a 17-point lead.
And Robbie Manalang had 6 points and a couple of 3-pointers. Zamboanga led by Itchel Tamirano and Reg Gabat. And Ichi started the game with 8 points, 8 quick points actually. Reg came in making an instant impact with 8 points off the bench. And we will be right back for the start of the third period.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Kanipaya. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Para sa atletang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Underway in the third period dito sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan. James Una launches the 3. That won't work. Rebound ni Pido.
That's a good start para sa trailing team na Pasig, no? Even though first possession to start the second half, itong Zamboanga, they get a stop, which means they have a chance now to inch closer to this big lead.
In trouble was Robbie Manalang, and he bounced it off.
He got fortunate that time. Almost another turnover by Robbie. He had a couple in that first half. Pretty much in the same spot. We're just now in the opposite court, no? Dun sa low wing area na yun. Open is Robbie. This is going to be big.
Well, there's a loose ball foul. It looks like
Against Pasig, yeah.
Yeah, Rocky Asidre. 45-28 here in the third period. Early goings ng third quarter natin dito. Ichi sees a gap. Blocked by Chito Jaime, but a foul on Kuya Chito.
You know, the weak side, you know, in that empty corner, everybody was just, you know, watching the play happen, and that's because they knew Chito Jaime was there, and you can make a case that that was probably old ball, but obviously the official blew the whistle.
And 2 free throws coming up for Ichi Altamirano. He's got 9 points in the game. And Ichi, this arena here in Binyan, this is where he got injured last season. So medyo may ano dito, may konting hindi magandang alaala si Ichi dito, no? Dito sa side na to ng court on the 3-point line, but
I wasn't present that game.
yeah,
Wala ako nun eh. So ano yun? Sino kalaban nila nun and what happened to him?
Yeah, he was playing for QC. I forgot the opponent, but that was their first game of the season, and they injured his knee. I think it took him, you know, he missed a chunk of last season. So he played in the first game, he got injured.
Latter part na siya bumalik, tama?
Bumalik siya, mga 2 games remaining
Right.
in their schedule. And here he is again, Ichi. Defensive rebound, Chino Mosqueda. Arthur Calisay, no good on the 3. Rebound ni Chito Jaime. Back the other way, Manalang to Pido.
Chito Jaime, by the way, possession prior, his first basket, first field goal of the game with 2 points. Back to back. Hindi.
Atake si Chito. Manalang the pump fake. Manalang the jumper. Yes.
Well, I thought Kalisay had a good chance even though he bit on that first shot fake. Pero dahil nag-hesitate ng bahagya as he dribbled in ito si Manalang, I thought he had a chance, Kalisay, to maybe block the shot or give a good challenge. But instead, Manalang sinks it in.
Big time rebound. Ichi bags it in with his left hand.
Those memories that you were talking about, certainly hindi na naaalala ni Ichi the way he's playing, the way he's moving today.
49-32. Chito Jaime.
Good
Oh,
pass.
good look.
Gandang palpal yun.
I think that's the second block of Med Salim. No, he was whistled for a foul earlier.
Oo, yung 24-second shot clock, supposedly.
Yeah, but he's giving Zamboanga really solid minutes here, Med Salim.
Big lift, really. Somebody's open.
Pido. Oh, kala ko pasa kay Lester Reyes. Lay-up pala.
Napakamot talaga ng ulo si Coach Aldrin.
Tinamaan si Keith Pido. But it's a turnover for Zamboanga. No, tapik pala niya, sorry. Last touch si Keith. Altamirano, out to Salim. Three-pointer, no.
Wasn't able to set his feet.
Manalang drives middle. Drop pass, Lester Reyes, too strong on the undergo stab. Second serving, he gets it to go.
-1 assist si Manalang, +1 offensive rebound naman si Reyes. Ang importante, nadagdagan nila yung kanilang total score.
49-34. Kalisay, jumper, short. Rebound ni Pido, takbo ang Pasig.
3-on-3.
Jaime, nice drive, Jaime.
Little deceleration.
I didn't know kayang-kaya pa ni Chito Jaime yun.
Oo, hindi madali mga ganun.
Parang kailangan mo ng lakas dito sa tuhod para mapigilan yung weight mo na.
Hindi lang kapit ng sapatos yun. Kailangan yung muscles sa tuhod mo above the knee and below the knee, kailangan intact. Kung hindi maganda ang resulta doon.
Parang ganyan pa ginagawa mo sa sa alumni league nyo?
Hindi ko alam.
Hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko alam.
You know
ang alam ko lang si James Yap kondisyon.
Talaga?
29 ginawa kagabi.
You know what's really nice when I bring up your campaign at the moment din sa as we thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
There's nothing to talk about.
Nahihiya ka. Kawilan misses the 3. Pero sa ibang bagay, hindi ka nahihiya. Pero pag yung laro mo na, pag na-mention, nahihiya ka.
Kaya nga feeling ko, kailangan iwasan na kita eh. Sa'yo lang ako nagiging walang hiya eh.
49-35. Abdul finishes up top.
Pero isa rin to. Walang hiya to. Ito si Sawat. Kung may pagkakataon umiscore, gagawin niya. Certainly a better game para sa kanya, at least compared to their last outing.
This is Warlo. Natapik ni Ichi Tamirano. Bumagsak siya kay Kawilan.
Natulak siya ni Kawilan.
It's picked up by Mosqueda. Sawat finds Una. Offensive rebound, James Una. Labas kay JP Kawilan. Three-pointer is good.
Yan ang mga mahirap depensahan na three-pointer. Galing sa offensive rebound, kick out. Everybody's packed in the paint. And the easiest three for JP so far tonight. Una with the offensive rebound, Kawilan for the 3.
Nice stroke. JP Kawilan. And they extend the lead 54-35.
ipagyaw 50 tayo. Para sa 100% pag-unlad 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod si Manny. Yan ipagyaw. Para sa 100% Pinas
50 tayo. 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Montuano is fouled while taking the 3, and that is a 4-point play opportunity para kay Mark Montuano.
This is just a simple horns play of a timeout, but no matter what play you're running, simple or complicated, what's important is the execution. And ang maganda ron, no? I'm not sure if we're gonna see the replay, but I saw Lester Reyes give a good seal screen para malibre itong si Mark Montuano.
Meanwhile, let's check in with Lyra Punsalan.
Coach Aldrin is afraid na nauulit na naman ng lapses at maraming errors nila from their last matchup. He said that his players had lost their rhythm at hindi daw niya alam kung nasa ng focus nila. He demands united accountability na maglaro at wag lang daw manood because their performance in the first half is very much unlike their usual discipline and structure. There was a lot of tough talk with him, expecting more of Asidre, Manalang, and Montuano to step up responsibility. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra, and Coach Aldrin. Kailangan ng wake-up call ang kanyang kupunan as Jaime. Kawilan trying to save it. Oh! Buti na lang nakaiwas si Tick. Kawilan is okay. Tick is okay.
Yeah.
But he misses the layup. James Una is whistled for the loose ball foul.
Yeah, referring to Tick, one of our floor directors, in charge dun sa side kay Leila. He's gonna get, we better give him some camera time. Eto, Ian. Ang ganda eh. Mabilis umiwas eh, oh.
Oo.
Ako parang casual lang eh. Even si Leila.
Si Lyra.
Lyra, sorry. Simple lang.
Ang ganda ng ang ganda ng iwas ni Tick eh. Parang kung paano siya umiwas sa mga problema sa buhay.
Importante marunong umiwas.
15-point lead for...
Pero may isa akong tanong dun eh.
Ano?
Ililigtas niya kaya yung mga kasama niya pag papunta sa kabila? Isasakripisyo niya kaya yung kanyang sarili? Haharangan niya kaya ang kanyang sarili? Sa tingin mo gagawin ni Tick yun?
Gagawin niya yun.
Gagawin niya yun.
Gagawin niya yun.
Bayani pala itong si Tick.
Ako gagawin ko yun.
Imposible.
Imposible. Yung witness nasa kaliwa ko. Kung paano ko salbahin yung...
Sinalo mo lang yung bola. Pero ang tanong ko ron, kung hindi bola yun, kung katawan yun, papunta kay Ton. Okay?
Itutulak ko yung katawan kito.
Iba ang bola sa katawan. Ang layo sa timbang at laki nun.
Well, Mark Montuano at the line with a chance to trim this deficit here. 13.5 points per ball game. This is like the Mark Montuano of season 2, season 3.
Bacor, right? Yeah. I remember nung magkasama sila ni Mike Mabulak.
And Gabanal.
Gabanal, yes. Pero medyo struggling siya, no? Ngayong laro, itong si Mark Montuano off the bench. That's only the 7th point. And only making 2 shots in 5 attempts so far. But not too late to pick up his game here sa second half. With a lot of time remaining, pero may tawag dito. Both coaches hindi nag-agree.
Coach Aldrin has requested for a challenge. And we will be right back.
The challenge of Pasig City was successful. There was no foul.
So no foul. Yun, yung kay Keith Pido. So if that wasn't, if there was no foul, should it be an offensive foul on?
Pangalawang field goal, napilitan tuloy tumawag ng timeout si Coach Bong at si Coach Egay.
Hindi natuwa ang Zamboanga doon that off a missed three. Jaime, the big man leaking out for a fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Haltang panahon ko itong si Chito Jaime.
Ha?
Tumapward. Hindi na ginagawa ng mga Gen Z ngayon yan. Dunk na eh.
Diretso na. We'll be right back.
Para sa atlitang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes in the middle there with the Destroyer, Tito Rudy Distrito. And syempre, Emer Oret, our head of operations, and Chito Jaime. And
May kwento ako dyan, ha? Balikan natin yan.
8 points in the first half. 10, he finished with 10 against Davao. And so far, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. And helping patrol the paint.
So na ngayon itong Pasig.
Sa lineup na to, 3 si Chito Jaime, no? Small forward siya.
Tama. Kasi si Lester ang 5, 4 si Montuano.
Which is,
He's capable. Kasi
I think yung position siya nung
maganda kasi yung kamay nito sa labas.
when he was in the PBA, I think yan din yung
Played more of the three.
Yeah, position niya. As Manalang leaves it short. Altamirano to Rojas.
That's a foul. And one.
That's a great play from Ichi Altamirano.
There's a saying in basketball, Sidelf, the easiest baskets are the hardest ones to get. And tulad nito, what looked to be an easy layup, no? Before you get to that, kailangan paghirapan muna, umisprint ka muna. Yun ang ginawa ni Rojas. Maganda doon, may kasama pang foul with contact.
Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, sponsor the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Rojas trying to complete a 3-point play, no good. And Lester Reyes with a big rebound.
I was saying earlier, pinakita natin sila Com, di ba? And I'm still in awe dahil nakikita ko yung highlights ni Com.
Yeah, recently, no?
Di ba? Lumilitaw eh.
Sa algorithm mo.
Pati si Kuya Rudy,
Yung nakahiga na jump shot?
Oo. Pati may mga, hindi, kasi maraming Vergel Meneses sa, who's that?
Chito Jaime last
Chito Jaime with the last touch, no? Doon sa mintis ni Kit Pido. And then, mga Vergel Meneses na highlights, kakampi niya kasi si Kuya Rudy, especially yung first years ni Kuya Rudy sa Sunkiss. Pero alam mo, nagtataka ako, wala akong makitang highlights ni Emer Oreta. Ang aking kakampi.
Abdul.
Pero love na love ko yan.
Yung pala yun, siniset up mo, Si MJ,
Si MJ.
Pero marami naman
Meron
siguro
yan,
UST.
Hindi, meron yan. Hindi lang lumutang sa timeline.
Wala, gusto mo pagawan natin.
Yan!
Ano nga lang MPBL fits ang ilalabas natin.
Pwede.
Yung mga suot niya lagi.
Oo. Hindi, kahit yung mga games, di ba? Umpisa mo yung nag-Dubai tayo bago mag-pandemic, then yung Canada. Ito yung drive ni Sawat. Ganda nung challenge ni Montuano.
That's a big block galing kay Mark Montuano. Here's Pido.
Wala silang numero.
Asidre from the corner. He stepped on the line.
Sayang, no? Pumasok pa naman. Pinapakita ni Rocky. Nakatiptoe daw siya. Ala Sean Elliott. Memorial Day na tira, pero hindi. Stepping daw. Hindi na naalala ng mga manonood natin yun. Pero hanip na tira yun.
Sean Elliott, kukunti na lang nakakilala sa mga...
Oo.
Well, he's a sportscaster now.
Right.
He's a,
For the Spurs.
yeah,
locally.
analyst sa San Antonio.
We talk about greatest shots in playoff history along yung mga tira ni Ray Allen with the Heat. That has to be at least in the top 5. Yung tira ni Sean Elliott. Playoff ano rin yun eh. Playoff game-winning shot din yun.
Winner. Dumadami-dami na rin ngayon, lately.
Tangalin.
Lahat ng games yata, may game winner na matindi.
Yan ang husay ng mga player ngayon eh. Kung maraming mahusay dati, doble-triple mo ngayon eh. Yung talent level ngayon. And overall sa mundo, talagang tumataas.
Yeah, dito rin daming half-court shot na pumapasok.
Right. Oo. And that's something na pinag-uusapan natin. Maybe the first 5 games of the season, kitang-kita yung talent level this season, at least compared to the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Ang laki ng itinaas. Mas bumabata, mas bumibilis, mas humuhusay.
Like, theoretically or hypothetically, some of the teams that probably made the Final Four of the opening season maybe teetering in the brink of playoff contention if they were playing now.
Right.
Ganung ano ba? That speaks a lot of the talent level, and we're seeing a few, collegiate standouts, go straight directly to MPBL.
Yeah. And I think the most obvious one, even though hindi ito naging first stopover niya, in the top of our heads, it's got to be DI.
Yeah, and then
the guys at David.
Yeah, the LaSalle guys there.
Austria.
Raven, who's the league leader in blocks. Sumang. Gabat fires, no good. Iba ni Chito Jaime. Jaime. Attacks. Asidre. Yes! So, Pasig City just hanging around. 13 na ulit yung nababa nila sa 13 naman ng Zamboanga.
One thing about Rocky's shot, maybe compared to other shooters, he's very disciplined with that follow-through. That's something consistent that you'll see. Kahit may sumabay pa, he really holds that follow-through. Kaya madalas diretso yung tira niya. Either malakas o mahina na lang pinag-uusapan doon which is a mark of a good shooter.
A nice pass galing kay Chito Jaime, attracting the defense.
Hindi pa nga sa pocket yung kanyang salo, but still able to gather that one. Ito, Rocky ulit.
Oh, nice tap. Lester to Chito Jaime with a two-handed top board.
Right. And obviously a better half for Chito Jaime. All 10 points, I believe, here in the third quarter.
60-49. Gabat. Oh. That's a nice looking jumper. Reg Gabat is up to 10 in the game.
Lumulutang no? After that 8 straight points late in the second quarter.
Well, they do have some really athletic guys here. Abdul, Gabat.
Even si Roy, he still has that athleticism on a given day.
Inside, Tamayo forcing that one. He draws the foul. It's 2 free throws for Lester Tamayo. Chito Jaime na kailangan magpahinga. First free throw is down.
Yan yung mga mahuhusay na apelido no?
Mr. Tamayo returning to MPBL and playing. This is his first team here in the MPBL, Pasig. (62-51), Zamboanga with possession. Sumang. Steps back, jumper, money para kay Roy.
Roy Sumang, medyo nanahimik dito sa second half after that, quick spurt. Yung pagpasok niya nung first quarter, he has a total of 6 points.
Pido with 8 seconds in the shot clock. Natapik, napunta kay Rocky Asidre. Save only to Lester Reyes. Nabitawan ng bola ni Keith Pido and its last touch on Keith Pido, bola ng Zamboanga.
That is worth another look. No, yung replay na yun, grabe yung hustle na pinakita ni Rojas even though napunta sa white shirt. Umabot siya doon sa mga fans natin. He had to jump over that red little fence there.
64-51, Rojas, labas kay Roy. Sumang with 7 seconds to work with. 3-second differential game clock and shot clock. Sumang in the lane. Sena trying to tip that one in. Gabat picks it up and puts it in.
First to the basketball. Etong si Renz Gabat to beat the clock. Dalawang white shirts yung kanyang nabit doon. Nag-type pa sa bola and was able to beat the clock. Bago, tama, umabot, di ba?
Yeah.
Kitang-kita naman.
Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Pasig is threatened to trim the deficit to single digits here in the third. Several times they've threatened. That's Zamboanga finding an answer every time. That's Abdul with the 3. Late on, Gabat with back-to-back hits. Fourth quarter coming up with Zamboanga up by 15 against Pasig.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Kanipaya. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Babalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Alote Sports Arena in the city of Binyan in Laguna. That's our Gixer fan of the game, born for greatness. Just about ready to begin the fourth and final quarter here between Pasig and Zamboanga. Keith Pido, Rocky Asidre, Mark Montuano, Lester Tamayo, and Robbie Manalang ang 5 for Pasig City. Manalang, it's Mark Montuano who banks it in, and to check out the scoring here, Zamboanga 19-16 in the second quarter. Big 14-point difference, kaya lumobo ang lamang. But Pasig City winning the third, 23-21, and that's where we stand right now, 53-66. They cannot secure the defensive rebound, and JP Kawilan cashes in.
Well, for their 10th offensive rebound, so kung naalala mo, nung first half, no, medyo natatalo sa department na yun, itong Zamboanga by a lot. Pero ngayon, 12-10 na ang offensive rebounding, 12 ang Pasig.
68-53. 9 minutes remaining in this ball game. Let's play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Yan yung mga tira ni Mark, lalo na pag may angulo sa board, paborito niyan.
I like the fact that he's found a home here with Pasig, and he's too solid of an MPBL player not playing this season.
Totoo. And might be undersized. Actually, he is undersized. but has always made up for it with his toughness.
Oo. Nag-ano tayo dati, no? When you know, when he was playing with Bacoor, always a double-double machine.
Tama.
Si Mark Montuano.
Hindi madali yun, ha? Lalo na yung kalibre ng team niya. Kasama niya si Mabulak. Halos kapwestuhan niya yun. No? Pati si Gab Banal. No? Minsan nagsasabay silang tatlo. Andun pa nga bata pa si si King Destacamento nun.
Oo.
Sa mga panahong yun.
That's a big block by James Una on Robbie Manala.
So kung bata pa siya noon, medyo matanda na siya ngayon, nandun na rin tayo noon, mas matanda na tayo ngayon. 3-pointer sa corner. Hindi nagustuhan ni Chito Jaime kahit na umeffort siya sa pag-challenge. Si Kawilan
has 14.
Has 14 in the game.
He's been deadly from beyond the arc.
Yes, sir. 4 of 6 for JP.
Ang ganda ng agaw dito. Sumang leaves it to JP Kawilan. No, Una is fouled by Montuano.
I correct myself. 4 of 7 before that shot makes him 50%. 4 of 8. But another offensive rebound para sa Zamboanga. So giving it on Pasig a dose of their own medicine. At least compared to the first half.
James Una. 16-point lead for Zamboanga. Make that 17.
James Una coming into this game less than 18 minutes, almost 7 points, 5 boards, 1.5 assists. So certainly a quality bench player para sa Zamboanga Sikat.
18 points agad ang lamang dito ng Zamboanga after binaba ng Pasig sa 13 kalamangan. Ngayon namaga ulit. Here's Robbie Manalang. Manalang getting past Gabat, trying to go high off the glass. 5 seconds in the shot clock here for Pasig. They have a baseline inbound. Robbie Manalang. Montuano has to fire. Stop it. Mark Montuano. Kawilan.
He's
JP.
not gonna stop. This guy's not gonna stop. You told Montuano to stop it. JP's not. Panglima na yan ni JP.
What a game so far from JP Kawilan.
For a total of 17 points. 5 doon from the great beyond. Ito, hindi hand down eh.
That was well contested.
Oo. Pero ito, walang kamay dahil walang tao.
Well, Una sucked in the defense, and here's Reg Gabat.
I know.
2 points.
Oh. Reg Gabat again. Mike Are, first time to check in this quarter. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
First assist of the game.
Lester Reyes leaves it short. Montuano is a one-man wrecking crew.
He's been a bulldozer here, especially in that last play.
This is the fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners. Montuano at the line. His team is down by 20.
And a big part of that, Sidef, ask me why. Etong Zamboanga.
Why?
Because of their bench. 61 to 33 bench points. Lamang ang Zamboanga. Leading scorer so far, etong si JP Kawilan with 17. Sawat has 11. Gabat has 14. Sumang has 6. Rojas has 9. And those are pretty much the names we've been mentioning all throughout the game. 61 of the 78 points coming off the bench.
The starters actually did not play bad, because if you
11-0 run yun.
Yeah, take a look at it. And then Ichi Altamirano had a good start to the game.
No, dalawang 3-pointer ba? Tatlo.
Yeah, dalawa.
Dalawa, di ba?
Reg Gabat launches short. Una taps it to Gabat. He'll fire again and hit.
Hindi na gusto ni Pido. Sinipa daw siya.
17 points as well for Reg Gabat, the former San Sebastian Stag. Lester Reyes gustong umatake. Natapik ni Reg Gabat. 81-60. Tira natin yung tira dito ni Reg Gabat. What I like about Reg Gabat is that
Suabe.
after that magpintis, titira ulit.
Tira agad.
Walang ano eh.
Next shot mentality. And sa totoo lang, inirereklamo ni Kit Pido ron.
I don't think,
Not even close.
yeah, I don't think he had a case there. It's a good tap to Abdul.
Clear path, maybe.
May mga pababa na mga nakaputi eh. They're asking for an unsportsmanlike foul and they will review it here. 81-60, just a regular foul. This is Abdul. Ichi. Oh. Nagpasa-pasa and Manala could not handle the loose ball. Are. 6 seconds to work with. Mike. Nice pass to Una. No go on that layup. Reyes. The handoff to Pido. Now with Chito Jaime. Binabatay ni Abdul. Chito. Uses the... No. Abdul sa kabila. Hindi na ginamit yung pick ni Montuano. Montuano. Short on the 3. Ari with the rebound. Zamboanga pushing. Abdul.
Good challenge by Montuano. Sa ganda ng challenge yan, napasigaw siya eh.
Ano sabi niya?
Ayoko ulitin. Munti ko na sabihin. Pero alam ko, nakita mo yun. May replay naman tayo, pakita na lang natin.
Pinapababa niya yung mga kampi niya. Mark. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. Rebound ni Una. Abdul nagmamadali. Naagawan tuloy ni Pido.
Not a smart decision.
Jaime. Pass inside. And the hockey assist. Mark Montuano, he's got 20 in the game.
Still a 19-point lead though. One last push, no? They can go for one more run to give themselves a chance itong Pasig, but they have to manufacture some stops. Here's stop number 1.
81-62. Jaime against Abdul. The drop step, well defended by Abdul.
Did I mention also you have to score after a stop?
Are. And that time, it's Zamboanga who gets the bucket. 83-62. Galing sa basket.
Halos
ni
wala pang
Mike
pawis.
Are. Oo nga eh.
Si Mike Are, fresh legs eh, no? Naglaro dito sa fourth quarter lamang, kaya makita mo, fresh na fresh pa itong si Mike Are tulad nitong jumper niya.
21-point lead for Zamboanga. Timeout muna ang Pasig. This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Morante has returned to the floor. Chito Jaime was warned earlier. Robbie Manalang. Morante, 10 seconds to work with. Corner 3, Robbie. That won't work. Una with the rebound. And hindi niya nahawakan ng gusto ang bola. Nabitawan niya. And the ball will go back to Pasig.
So I guess it wasn't a change of possession, no? Kasi ang shot clock 14 lang.
Jaime drives, finds Reyes inside the paint.
Lead down to 19.
83 to 64. Pasig is a returnee this season. They filed a leave of absence ng nakaraang taon after reaching the playoffs.
Was that the Jeric Teng era? Hindi.
In season 5.
Was that Jeric Teng was still there?
Pre-pandemic, Jeric
Yeah.
Teng. Jaime. Now with
Si
Lester.
Manalang nandun na nun. I
Oh.
remember, right?
OG ng Pasig to si Manala. Asidre for 3. Yes. 9 points now for Rocky Asidre. And the lead is now down to 16. With only 3 minutes left here in this ball game. And Zamboanga immediately trying to snuff out any uprising here from Pasig as we bring you the assist of the game from 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. We will be right back. Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the MPBL. We're live at the Alonte Sports Arena in the city of Binyan. And those are our fans of the game. Brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Smile.
Yung mga cameraman natin nag-enjoy dun sa Ilagan last game.
Talaga?
Puro naman couples yung kinukuha na nila.
Nice.
You get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
You should bring the kiss cam back.
Yeah. Pwede actually dun eh. Pwede. That day. Kalisay, the cut, and the foul on Reyes. Arthur Kalisay at the line. We're going at referee Karina Martin.
Right.
And asking
A
clarification.
ton of questions.
Clarification.
Yeah. To put it diplomatically.
Split at the line para kay Kalisay. 87 to 64. Rocky to Chito. Back to Rocky. Fires. No good on the 3. Rebound. John Rojas. Rojas. And tapped away by Morante. Bola ng Zamboanga.
Go.
Morante with the steal. He's fouled by Kawilan.
Number 18, JP Kawilan, second. Red Kawan replacing Arthur Kalisay. And the line with 2, Aaron Morante.
And Morante misses the first. And
I'm gonna assume related.
yeah.
Yeah, son.
Son.
There you go.
Tough climb ahead para dito sa Pasig. It's looking like it's Zamboanga.
This is not a tough climb. It's an impossible climb at this point.
Looks like Zamboanga on its way to picking up win number 7. Kawilan, dinagdagan pa ang kanyang tali dito. 20 puntos na para kay JP Kawilan.
Makes it more impossible.
20-point lead. A little over 2 minutes remaining. Philip Manalang. Oh, Robbie Manalang rather. Sorry about that. Morante. Untis ang kanyang tres and Kawilan secures the rebound. Sumang goes to Rojas. It's a hard foul of Chito Jaime.
Kiss-kissan, no?
Oo.
Sinabi ko kiss-cam, hindi kiss-kissan eh.
Malapit naman daw.
Saka sa audience yun, hindi sa player.
Oh, malapit naman daw. 20-point lead for Zamboanga. All over but the final score here. Isidre and Kawilan also too physical there. Jaime and Rojas, they continue their...
Yep.
They continue
To get to know each other.
talking.
Yep. Well, meron nangyari doon, definitely.
Yes.
Yung attention lang natin nasa bola dahil mas gusto natin attention natin yung sa mga baskets. We're all for peace, not for war here.
Yeah.
Tulad ng ating MPBL party list.
Pwede naman talagang you just walk away
Right?
from that.
Yeah. Tulad ng kanta ni Craig David, no?
Oo. One of the rare times when
Ito, sa
Go-
ibabaw, sa may free throw.
yeah,
Yun.
one of the rare times when ghosting is actually okay.
Yes. Yes, it
Yes.
is. Yes, it is.
Yan.
Pero sa totoo lang, wala naman masyado ron.
Yeah.
I thought Rojas, this is just compounding because of what happened prior. Maybe in the first half, I don't know, but
Well,
obviously
the
the play before that definitely.
Meron.
Di ba? Pero yung huling nakita nyo, not much there. Di ba? Just a little shrug by Chito Jaime on the box out.
Pasig City, number 28, Chito Jaime. Technical foul on Zamboanga Sikat, number 19, John Rojas. Both for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Yun. Yeah, two technicals canceling each other out.
Second foul on John Rojas.
Sana wala nang additional na technical.
14 seconds.
Jaime. Yes, sir. Chito Jaime up to 13 points in the ball game.
All in the second half.
Pinapahirapan si Roy Sumang. Releases it to Med Salim. Kawilan.
I correct myself, 11 in the second half. He had 2 in the first half.
And Chito does not have the numbers, but he will fire and hit again. 16 points for Chito Jaime. It's 90-73. And Sumang just playing with Morante there, and he shoves him away.
Offensive foul on number 8, Roy Sumang is second.
Chance for Pasig City to make this a little closer in terms of the score. Jaime, that's 3 straight 3-pointers para kay Chito Jaime. 19 points. Could be too little too late, pero still Nice to see him hit those outside shots.
Yeah, have that fight in him.
Kawilan, the swing to Reg Gabat.
Uwi, hindi.
Morante picks up the rebound.
Hanapin nyo na si Jaime.
Reyes.
Give him a screen or a flare screen.
Jaime. Short this time and rebound secured by Roy Sumang. Sumang, dire-diretso si Roy, banks it in for two. 92-76. I don't think Roy had the intention to shoot pa, kaso dinidepensahan pa siya eh. That should do it. Zamboanga will pick up win number 7 for the season. A lot of players stepping up for the Sikat. It all started with H.E. Altamirano's early explosion, and then tuloy-tuloy na with Kawilan, Gabat, Sumang, Abdul, all making an impact para sa kay Coach Bong Ramos and kay Coach Egay Macaraya. They pull away in the second period and never look back.
Well, this is really a coach's dream of a game. You start strong, you maintain your lead, or extend that, which they did, to a high of 20, from 11 to nothing, then high of 20, and then you finish strong. Hindi natin masyado naramdaman, no? Except for yung streaky shooting ni Chito Jaime ng uli.
Yeah.
Yung talagang parang pagbabalik nitong Pasig, but tulad nga na sabi mo, medyo late na.
The best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. JP Kawilan with a standout performance, hit 6 triples on his way to 20 points. Let's go to Lyra Punsalan.
I'm with the best player of the game, John Paul Kawilan of Zamboanga, Sikat. Congratulations, John Paul, on your season high performance. Maganda yung naging start nyo this game. Umuulan agad ng 3 points at nadala nyo yung buong game. Paano nyo na-achieve ito?
It was a collective effort para sa team namin, and ayun nga, sabi ni Coach Egay, pagdating sa mga open shots, kailangan itira talaga.
And your strong defense system was followed through with successful offensive attempts. Can you share us ano yung reminder sa inyo ni Coach Bong?
Si Coach Bong, pagdating sa depensa, talagang pukpukan kasi kahit sa practice namin, wala magre-relax. Yun lang yung lagi yung sinasabi sa amin. Kaya pagdating sa game, kailangan talaga lahat 100% pagdating sa depensa.
Any greetings, JB?
Binabati ko yung family ko na nanonood ngayon sa bahay, and relative ko sa Isabela, sa Canada, and yung wife ko nanonood, and yung baby ko na si Laura Pauline, and yung mommy daddy ko na laging nakasuporta sa amin, and Toda Action Party List, Sikat Zamboanga, Family Brand Sardines, GNT Plasticware, TV11 Zamboanga, 96.3 IFM Zamboanga, and sa lahat ng Zamboangueño, muchas gracias sa walang sawang suporta, and sa wife ko na nanonood, and yung family ng wife ko sa Vergara, Navarro family.
Maraming salamat, JP Kawilan, our best player from Zamboanga, Sikat. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Lyra, and congratulations kay JP Kawilan. Up next, the Davao Occidental Tigers coming off a big overtime win last week in Pangasinan. They battle the Caloocan Batang Kalu, also raring to bounce back dito sa Alonte Sports Arena. So, stick with us here in the MPBL. It's Caloocan against Davao Occidental up next.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kanila lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magibang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din, guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pagunlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.